Hallo zusammen, willkommen zurück zu meinem Kanal. Heute bin ich wirklich gespannt, mit euch zu sprechen über meine Reise mit Deutsch. Und ich dachte, für diesen ersten Teil würde ich das auf Deutsch drehen, denn ich glaube, das ist vielleicht ein gutes Zeichnen. Ja, wo ist mein Deutschniveau und wie fließend bin ich? Im ersten Blick bin ich ein bisschen nervös, vor der Kamera zu stehen und Deutsch zu sprechen, weil es ist nicht meine Muttersprache und also ich hatte Angst, vielleicht Fehler zu machen und dann zu zeigen, oh ja, hier kannst du Deutsch lernen, aber ich bin selbst nicht perfekt. Aber ich glaube, das ist auch gut zu zeigen, ich bin auch ein Mensch und ich mache auch Fehler. Und für mich das Ziel mit Sprachenlernen ist nicht perfekt zu sein, sondern zu kommunizieren. Und Sprache ist ein Werkzeug. Und es ist ein Werkzeug zu kommunizieren. Und das ist mein erstes Ziel mit Sprachenlernen. Hoffentlich kann ich auch eine Inspiration für euch sein. Also was ist erreichbar? Los geht's. Okay. Lass uns anfangen, was ist meine Reise mit Deutsch und dann gehe ich zu diesem zweiten Teil und ich glaube, das werde ich auf Englisch erklären. Also was sind die Tipps, was sind die Resource-Empfehlungen und so weiter und so fort. In 2017 habe ich angefangen, Deutsch zu lernen. Ja, ich war noch Studentin. Ich habe BWL studiert, aber ich wollte immer eine Sprache lernen. Warum habe ich Deutsch gewählt? Ehrlich gesagt, das war ein Kurs, das mich interessiert hatte, aber auch es gab Plätze verfügbar für meinen Zeitplan und das ist ein ehrlicher Grund. Ich war an Japanisch und Chinesisch, glaube ich, interessiert, aber es gab keine Plätze mehr. Diese Kurse waren super populär und deswegen habe ich Deutsch gewählt. Am Anfang, das war wirklich ein Anfängerkurs, aber das hat so diese kleine Funk für meine Liebe für Deutsch. Alles hat so dann angefangen. Dann bin ich weitergegangen im zweiten Semester. Ich habe es geliebt. Also ich habe das Gefühl immer noch, dass wenn man eine Sprache lernt, ist es so du kannst eine neue Kultur entdecken, aber auch es ist einfach zauberhaft, wie man dann nach und nach mehr versteht und mehr sprechen kann. Dann in 2018 bin ich ich hatte ein Austauschsemester in den Niederlanden. Dann habe ich angefangen, selbstständig Deutsch zu lernen. Dann, wenn ich zurück nach Kanada geflogen bin, also ich könnte einen Kurs überspringen. Dann in den Sommer habe ich immer noch weiter gelernt, also weiter selbstständig. Aber ja, das war im Sommer so, also 1 oder 1,5 Stunden vor der Arbeit habe ich Deutsch gelernt. Und dann auch versucht, viele YouTube oder Netflix oder Serien oder sowas zu gucken, anzuschauen, sodass ich könnte meine Deutschkenntnis verbessern. Und dann war ich so zu diesem Niveau in meinem 4. Jahr an dieser Stufe, dass ich habe Geschichte und Politik über Deutsch gelernt auf Deutsch. Und das war ein bisschen mehr kompliziert, aber ich habe so viel gelernt, also über die Geschichte und Politik in Deutschland und das hat mich deutlich geprägt, ich glaube. In 2020 habe ich meinen Abschluss gemacht und dann war das komplett selbstständig. Dann bin ich in 2021 nach Deutschland umgezogen und ich glaube, damals hatte ich ein Niveau zwischen B2. Das war meine Reise mit Deutsch. Ich habe es immer geliebt, aber nicht immer die Zeit gehabt, auf Deutsch zu fokussieren. Und deswegen, ich glaube, meine Reise mit Deutsch ist mehr realistisch. Und das hat, Jahren gebraucht und ich bin sehr stolz auf mein Deutschniveau. Nach meiner Zeit in Deutschland hat mein Deutsch viel verbessert. Beim Sprechen war ich immer am schwachsten, würde ich sagen. Ich bin mehr introvertiert und beim Sprachenlernen bevorzuge ich lesen oder hören oder etwas anschauen, anstatt zu sprechen. Aber in Deutschland, das war ein Teil meines Alltags. Und dann in 2023 habe ich angefangen, auf Deutsch zu arbeiten. Und das war so ein sehr cooles Moment. Ich dachte, okay, jetzt habe ich etwas erreicht, weil das war früher so ein Ziel, dass ich dachte, okay, das ist nicht erreichbar vielleicht nur in ein paar Jahren. Es war auch cool und ich habe auch viel gelernt in diesem Arbeitsumfeld, Business Deutsch sozusagen. Genau, und das bringt uns zu heute. Ich liebe immer noch die Sprache und ich versuche mein Deutschniveau so zu stabilisieren, aber ich kann quasi fast alles auf Deutsch machen. Ich bin zum Arzt gegangen, ich bin zum Friseur gegangen, ich hatte mehr als einen Job auf Deutsch, ich hatte Bücher gelesen. Lasst uns weitergehen zum nächsten Teil und in diesem Teil zeige ich euch oder empfehle ich euch gute Ressourcen, wie man Deutsch lernen kann. Okay, los geht's. So, we're back of... It's always weird switching between languages. We're back to English, just because I thought, I don't know, I'm trying a different format for this video and I could keep going on German, but I thought for those of you who don't yet speak German at a fluent level, then it would be maybe more helpful. Let's jump into the resource recs. Like I mentioned, I think I started off in more of a formal context. Depending on your learning type, this is not a bad idea to get started in the language, and this helps you build a base in the language. It helps you get consistent input into the language once you've gotten up to a certain level. For me, I think it was about B1. That's really great because then you can consume a lot of things in the language or do a lot of things in the language that you would do in your native language. So it's not just sitting in a textbook doing exercises, but actually doing things you enjoy, like watching TV series, reading a book, or listening to a podcast, etc., and doing it in your target language, in this case German. Okay, regardless of which path you want to choose, one really great structured resource that I recommend is called Nicos Weg. So I was using this in the summers between my courses, or you could maybe use it as a supplemental resource along with a course, but I think it's really great on its own because it will cover vocab, it will cover grammar, and the format is so easy to integrate into your day-to-day. So what is it? It's basically a course provided by Deutsche Welle, which is a German news company. They produced it like a story. So you follow this guy named Nico, he's from Spain. He ends up in Germany and you kind of follow his adventures as he's going along, integrating into his life there. And this resource will take you from A1 to B1. And that's incredible. I think one of the things that makes this so great is its little bite-sized chunks. So when you're making your language learning routine, you would want to start with something small and achievable and then build up from there. And because it's in a storytelling format, it's very addicting. It's actually a really great story. You are like, okay, what's gonna happen next? Which is what we want. We want to make language learning fun. We don't want to make it feel like a chore. But let's carry on. So another great resource is graded readers. I don't have any specifically to recommend, and I didn't actually do this along my German learning journey, but I wish I did, because especially before you get to a B1 level, when you're still really just starting out with the language, graded readers are short stories that are graded, so they're set to the exact level that you are learning, so A1 or A2 or B1, etc. I'm doing this with Spanish right now, and I just saw the section in my library. Okay, go to the language learning section, just see what they have there and then pick one for your level. This is what I recommend. That's totally free. If you don't have them at your library, then you can take a look online. I know it's a very popular series that Ollie Richards does, is short stories in whatever language, so they have them. He has some in German as well, short stories in German. So that I would recommend in combination, Nicos Weg and graded readers. And if you want more structure, you can always go for a textbook. I don't have any specific recommendations. I think textbooks can be a little bit too tedious for a lot of people, which is why I stick with the Nicos Weg recommendation. And I think also a bonus tip, maybe you hear other language YouTubers talk about this, but I did this as well, is to watch a Netflix show in German. So the audio is in German, but with English subtitles, because your German is not going to be good enough yet to use German subtitles, up to B1 I would say. So the beginner stage, just to get exposure to the language, to hear how the sounds are coming, hear how it's being pronounced, get your brain used to it. So that covers the beginning to intermediate levels of learning German. Next, I'll go on to some recommendations for more intermediate to advanced learners. And this is, I think, anywhere above B1. So starting off, I think you're now at the stage where you could start doing things in German, in your target language, that you like to do in your native language. Why? Because you already have a natural interest in these things, so it's gonna be more motivating. Because you're probably gonna wanna talk about these things when you're in conversations with people, so it helps to have the vocabulary from those things. Yeah, do I need another reason? I think that's good enough. I personally love to read, so one of the recommendations I found was to read series you've already read in your native language and do it in your target language. And bonus points if you can get the audiobook version and read while listening to it. As you're easing into it, let's say you already followed along with some graded readers, now you are maybe at a teen level of German. So one book is called Chick. This I think they read a lot in German high schools. It's pretty simple story, simple language, still interesting enough. So I would recommend this. And then I read Harry Potter in German and listened to the audiobooks. The audiobooks are great, by the way. Going from 1 to 7 took me spread out roughly 2 years, actually. But the cool thing is that the level of advancement kind of goes up as you read through the series, so it kind of complements your language learning quite well. I think the general rule of thumb I heard is if you don't understand more than 10 words on a page, then it's too advanced for you. So you want to make sure that the reading level is not too high up, because otherwise you're going to get frustrated and you're going to give up. So I would say get to Harry Potter once you're on the B1, B2 level. If you like Harry Potter, that is. If you don't care about Harry Potter, then maybe pick another series that's been translated into German so something that's engaging to you, because if you already know the story, it's gonna be less difficulty for you to get in and to grasp what's going on. Okay, I'm talking too much. If let's say a novel is not your thing, I would recommend picking up a magazine. So again, check out your local library. I was using my local library in Canada and I was able to get access to a bunch of different German-speaking magazines through Pressreader. So Pressreader is an online platform that a lot of libraries are connected to, and it's for free if your library has a subscription. And one that I would recommend, which is actually aimed at German learners, is called Deutsch Perfekt. And it tells you on the different articles what's the level, whether beginner, intermediate, advanced. And you can also check out things that are interesting to you. I was also reading, I think, Cosmopolitan in German just because I was interested. Maybe you're into cars, maybe you're into education, maybe you're into gardening. Whatever, guaranteed there's going to be a magazine for you. So definitely check out if your library has Pressreader. And there you go. That's another free resource for reading. Okay, now getting into watching, which is going to cover your listening comprehension. I think one little bonus tip is there's a Chrome extension called Language Reactor, which is awesome. It hooks up with your Netflix to show you basically both subtitles at the same time, your target language and your native language. And it also, if you hover over the different words on the subtitles, it tells you the translations, and you can even save it as flashcards and so on. So I'm using that for Spanish right now. I think I use it a little bit for German, but would definitely recommend. So I'm gonna list in the description box my full list of German resources. So I'm not gonna cover all of them in this video today, but I will give you kind of a quick overview of some top highlights. If you want to check out more, click the link in the description. So one that I already mentioned is Dark. Amazing. This can be really complicated though, and I'm not just talking about the language, but the actual story itself is so... I mean, they planned the whole show out before they filmed a single episode, which is incredible. The plot itself is complicated, so yeah, definitely amazing show. Maybe you want to start off with English subtitles and then rewatch it with German subtitles. How to Sell Drugs Online Fast. This one is kind of funny, really engaging. It's about a kid who starts selling drugs online. It's got a really cool format and I like the characters, I like the writing. Definitely check it out. Türkisch für Anfänger. This I think is better for more if your German's not that advanced. The language is very easy to follow. It's about a girl her mother gets remarried and they end up moving in with the new family. And then it's kind of this blended family living together. Easy to follow episodes, easy dialogue, but the plot gets kind of weird for me. There's some weird stepsister, stepbrother shit going on, which I found a bit odd. So take it with a grain of salt. But still good for your German and still easy to watch. And then another recommendation is Biohackers. This is about a girl who goes to university, I think in Freiburg, and she has kind of a revenge plot based on how her parents got murdered. I watched it a while ago, so maybe I'm missing some plot points. I thought it was really well done and entertaining, so check it out. All right. Moving on to YouTube, which again will be, I think, more short form content, maybe be better for your more casual German because it's not as scripted depending on what you're watching. And my biggest tip on this one is to follow your interests, especially with whether that's comedy, whether that's video games, beauty even. You should just Google the translation of your interest in, or not Google, but I guess use the YouTube search bar, Google top YouTubers for that. Just explore, look around. I can give a couple of personal recommendations though. One is Seda Means Strong. She is a German who lived in Korea for I think about 9 years. She actually moved back to Germany recently, but she has a lot of great vlogs on her channel about her life living abroad in Korea, which also she has some since she moved back to Germany. And then there's a lot of great history and science-based channels on YouTube for German. So one of them is a more journalistic kind of channel called Post-Reportage, and I love the type of videos they're doing. They're doing kind of self-experiments or investigating certain topics, and I find there to be really well done, and subtitles on a lot of their videos. And then another one, if you're more interested in specifically history or politics, even current events, Mr. Wissen to Go is a great recommendation. So those are just a couple, but like I said, check out my full resource link down below, or explore your own interests as well. And then I think if you're looking for specific channels about learning German, I can definitely recommend. Most of these are intermediate to upper intermediate or advanced. And number one, Deutsch mit Reike. I love her. Very good videos. She's so calming and I learned a lot from her. Deutschlehrer, Dein Sprachcoach, and Richtig Deutsch sprechen. She's great for tuning your accent. There's some great teachers out there on YouTube where, again, you don't even need a textbook. You can get grammar explanations, vocabulary suggestions, etc. just on YouTube. Okay, lastly, we come to the speaking portion. You will come across a lot, or I guess this used to be more of a trend 5+ years ago, which is speak from day one, or that you should start speaking even before you've learned the language. I don't necessarily agree with this. I think you should have a good foundation in the language personally before you start speaking. Yeah, that's my opinion on it, but I will suggest some platforms as well. So a great way to practice speaking is to get a tandem partner. It's free. A tandem is basically you are practicing your target language with somebody else who speaks it as a native tongue, or maybe not a native tongue, but at a high level, and vice versa. So if my native language is English, and if I was learning German, then I would find a German speaker, and we would spend usually 50% of the time speaking each language. So 50% German, 50% English. And there are many platforms that you can find this on. One that I recommend, which the website looks super old-fashioned, but I actually found a couple good partners on here, and it's called Conversation Exchange. I like this one because there's no pictures, and I find that, and I know I'm not the only one who's commented on this, but some of the other apps out there, like Tandem is one of them, and Hello Talk is another one. You can check those out. I know some people have had a lot of success on there, but sometimes, especially if you're female, you might have, I think, like some creepy guys who are not really interested in language at all but just want to hit on you. I haven't used those apps in years, so maybe they've improved those features or filtering those out, but I can definitely vouch for Conversation Exchange. And you can also check out events in your area. I mean, I know that they had language exchange events in Hamburg. Again, you can find those on Meetup perhaps, or there's even some Reddit groups for finding partners. Anyway, there's some options out there, and it's a good way to practice German in a more casual context. If you're looking for more of an actual teacher, then I would say the most talked about is italki, and they have many teachers on there as well. You can hire a teacher for one-to-one lessons. I haven't personally used it, but I know some people who swear by it. And I have used the other recommendation, which is Lingoda. So one thing I like about Lingoda is you are very flexible about when you can schedule your classes. The curriculum I think is pretty well designed. It's interesting, but it's good paced. And you can even, if you are at higher level German, you can test into that higher level. So you don't have to start from beginning all the time. The classes are a little bit smaller and it's all online. One thing that is a bit of a con for me is you don't have the same teacher over and over again. Although I think they are just testing right now a new feature to change that, where you are getting the same group and the same teacher. So it could be interesting, but that's another option for you to look at aside from, yeah, the normal in-person classes that might be in your area or university classes, which I took. Okay. That's it. Hopefully some of these recommendations were helpful for you. Again, I'll leave the full list down below to my full list of resources. And if you want to see a more recent video from me, click up here. And if you're interested in seeing more content from me, feel free to leave a subscription. And in the comments below, I would love to hear if you have any resource recommendations for anybody else, or if there is a particular challenge you're struggling with in learning German, maybe I can help you out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!